Bedtime story.
Hi guys! The book that we're going to read today is Wherever You Are, My Love Will Find You by Nancy Tillman. If you have this book, grab it and let's read together. Okay? So as you guys can see, this book is one of my kids' favorite. That's why it's like this. So let's read it together. Wherever You Are, My Love Will Find You by Nancy Tillman. I wanted you more than you ever will know, so I sent love to follow wherever you go. It's high as you wish it, it's quick as an elf. You'll never outgrow it, it stretches itself. So climb any mountains, climb up to the sky. My love will find you. My love can fly. Make a big splash. Go out on the limb. My love will find you. My love can swim. It never gets lost, never fades, never ends. If you're working or playing or sitting with friends, you can dance till you're dizzy, paint till you're blue. There's no place, not one, that my love can't find you. And if someday you're lonely, or someday you're sad, or you strike out at baseball, I'll think you've been bad. Just lift up your face, feel the wind in your hair. That's me, my sweet baby. My love is right there. In the green of the grass, in the smell of the sea, in the clouds floating by at the top of the tree, in the sound crickets make at the end of the day, you are loved, you are loved, you are loved, they all say. My love is so high and so wide and so deep. It's always right there even when you're asleep. So hold your head high and don't be afraid to march to the front of your own parade. If you're still my small babe or you're all the way grown, my promise to you is you're never alone. Beautiful story, eh guys? You are my angel, my darling, my star, and my love will find you wherever you are. The end. I hope that you guys like it. And if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it for you. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hey guys, for today's book, we are going to read Oh How I Wish I Could Read by John Gill and illustrated by Frank Furello. If you guys have this book, come and grab it and we can start reading. Oh How I Wish I Can Read, written by John Gill and illustrated by Frank Furello. I awoke with a yell and sat straight up in bed, full of fear and wild worries and trouble and dread. Was it just a bad dream, or was what I feared true? Was reading a feat only others could do? In my dream, I was walking alone on the street. and decided to sit down and put up my feet. I discovered too late what the wet paint sign said when the bench left my backside a bright shade of red. Then I saw a cute puppy and wanted to pet it. A sign tried to warn me I'd better forget it, said beware of dogs. But the words on the gate meant nothing to me, till a pack of wild dogs chased me right up a tree. More signs. I continued along on my readingless way, having no way to know what each sign had to say. I wish I could read, because then I could know when danger signs warned me where I shouldn't go. A sign said no crossing, but I didn't hit it because in my dream I had no way to read it. So I stepped off the sidewalk and oh, what a fuss! I was nearly run down by 2 cars and a bus. I heard honking and beeping, tires squealing and shrieking, cars crashing and smashing and scraping and scratching. The drivers were angry. One yelled, all agreed. What's the matter with you? You should learn how to read. I jumped from the street and ran away fast. More signs, but worried about each sign that I pass. Boy, a lot more sign. Above and beside and behind and below were instructions and warnings I needed to know. In my readingless dream, I felt angry and sad, as if I had lost a best friend, and I had. I was lost and alone and afraid as could be of the readingless troubles is still waiting for me. I wondered and wondered what words I saw meant. Then got stuck in a muck near a sign, wet cement. So I took off my shoes and sat down to clean them. Two signs blocked my way, but I sat down between them. They said poison ivy, but I didn't know. Till an itchy red rash grew all over one toe. Oh no. When I headed for home to get medication, I went from a bad to a worse situation. I opened the cupboard to look for 2 ointment, but all that I found, there was more disappointment. Each bottle and tube on the shelf had a label I needed to read, but I wasn't able. I itch and I twitch. How I wish I could read. My toe was on fire from that poisonous weed. Just then I woke up from my readingless dream when my cat nipped my toe and I let out a scream. Ouch! I threw back my covers and jumped to the floor. I ran to the shelf where my books were before. Could I tell a B from a T or a Z? Or were letters just lines on the paper to me? My books told a story as storybooks do. My dream was a nightmare, completely untrue. I can read. At last it was over. At last I was freed. From the night when I how I wish I could read. The end. I hope that you guys like it, and thank you for listening and watching. And if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave it in the comment section and I will try to read it next time. Thank you guys. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we're going to read Animal Bedtime by Sarah Conway. As you guys can see, this book went through a lot already because this is my kid's favorite book. If you have this book, grab it and read with me. Let's go. Animal Bedtime by Sarah Conway. Bedtime, animal, time to stop your play. This is what we do at the end of every day. Bedtime, hippo, time to get in the tub. Watch out, duckies, he likes to splish and splash. Bedtime, monkey, please don't go bananas. It's time that you put on your pajamas. Bedtime, kittens, come and have a drink. Lap up your milk, it's later than you think. Bedtime, alligator, show us all your teeth. Clean the ones up top and the ones beneath. Bedtime, owl, come and have a look while we read a story from your favorite book. Bedtime, puppy, lick your friend's nose. Give a goodnight kiss before it's time to doze. Bedtime, bird, sing a lullaby. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, high up in the sky. Bedtime, sheep, close your sleepy eyes. Dream of all your friends leaping in the sky. Animal bedtime happens every night. When everyone's asleep, it's quite a funny sight. The end. I hope that you guys like it. And if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave it in the comment section and I will try to read it. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we are going to read Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. If you have this book, grab it and read with me. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mash. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush." Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night clocks and good night socks. Good night little house and good night mouse. Good night comb and good night brush. Good night nobody, good night mush. And good night to the old lady whispering hush. Good night stars, good night air. Good night noises everywhere. The end. I hope you guys like it, and if you have any books that you want me to read, just leave in a comment section and I will read it next time. See you guys.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, we're going to read The Runaway Bunny by Margaret Wise Brown. I hope you guys like it. The Runaway Bunny. Once there was a little bunny who wanted to run away. So she said to his mother, "I am running away." "If you run away," said his mother, "I will run after you, for you are my little bunny." "If you run after me," said the little bunny, "I will become a fish in a trout stream, and I will swim away from you." "If you become a fish in a trout stream," said his mother, "I will become a fisherman, and I will fish for you." "If you become a fisherman," said the little bunny, "I will become a rock on the mountain high above you." "If you become a rock on the mountain high above me," said his mother, "I will be a mountain climber, and I will climb to wherever you are." "If you become a mountain climber," said the little bunny, "I will be a crocus in a hidden garden." "If you become a crocus in a hidden garden," said his mother, "I will be a gardener, and I will find you." "If you are a gardener and find me," said the little bunny, "I will be a bird and fly away from you." "If you become a bird and fly away from me," said his mother, "I will be a tree that you came home to." "If you become a tree," said the little bunny, "I will become a little sailboat, and I will sail away from you." "If you become a sailboat and sail away from me," said his mother, "I will become the wind and blow you where I want you to go." "If you become the wind and blow me," said the little bunny, "I will join a circus and fly away on a flying trapeze." "If you go flying on the flying trapeze," said his mother, "I will be a tightrope walker, and I will walk across the air to you." "If you become a tightrope walker and walk across the air," said the little bunny, "I will become a little boy and run into a house." "If you become a little boy and run into a house," said the mother bunny, "I will become your mother and catch you in my arms and hug you." "Shucks," said the bunny, "I might just as well stay where I am and be your little bunny." And so he did. "Have a carrot said the mother bunny. The end. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have a specific book that you want me to read, let me know. And if I have it, I will read it for you. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Once upon a time, there lived a mother crab with her baby in the pond. One day, the mother crab and her baby were walking together. The baby crab was walking a little ahead of the mother. After some time, the mother crab said, "Oh, my dear child, why do you bend towards one side when you walk?" The baby crab turned back and looked at its mother and asked, "Why, mother? What is wrong with the way I walk? Was I am not looks good while I'm walking like this?" The mother crab replied, "Yes, it does not look good to me. You look much better when you walk straight and forward." The young crab said, "This might be pretty good and true, my mother, but I do not know how to walk straight. So if you will show me how to walk straight, I will promise to do on next moment onwards." His mother impatiently agreed and said, "Look at me carefully, and you will do it later." When the mother crab tried to walk straight, it was impossible for her also to walk a straight way. She kept trying, but she could not walk straight. Tired, she said to her son, "I am sorry for scolding you. I myself cannot walk in a straight manner. How can I ask you to do so?" She then told her son, "You continue to walk the way you do." Then they went their destiny.
Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys, for today's book we are going to read I Love You Because You're You by Lisa Baker. If you have this book, grab it and let's read together. I Love You Because You're You by Lisa Baker. I love you when you're happy and grinning ear to ear. I love you when you're sleepy and want to snuggle near. I love you when you're silly and dancing round and round. I love you when you're frightened and hear a scary sound. I love you when you're bashful and hide behind my knee. I love you when you're brave and from my arms you flee. I love you when you're sick and need to rest in bed. I love you when you're frisky and standing on your head. I love you when you're sad and need a kiss and hug. I love you when you're playful and rolling on the rug. I love you when you're angry and cross your arms and pout. I love you when you're wild and yell and scream and shout. I love you any way you feel, no matter what you do. I love you any way you are. I love you because you're you. The end. I hope that you guys like this book. And if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it for you. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we are going to read The Teacher from the Black Lagoon by Mike Teller, pictured by Jared Lee. Let's start. If you guys have this book, grab it and let's read together, okay? The Teacher from the Black Lagoon from Mike Teller and pictured by Jared Lee. It's my first day of school. I wonder who my teacher is. I hear Mr. Smith had dandruff and warts. And Mrs. Jones has a whip and a wig. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her. Mrs. Green, room 109. What a bummer. I sit at my desk. I fold my hands. I close my eyes. I'm too young to die. Suddenly, a shadow covers the door. It opens. In slithers Mrs. Green. She's really green. She has a tail. She scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Freddie Jones throws up a speedball. She curls up her lip and breathes fire at him. Freddie's gone. There is just a little pile of ashes on his desk. Talk about bad bread, giggles Eric Porter. She slithers over, unscrews his head, and puts it on the globe stand. I bet she gives homework on the first day of school. Your homework for today, grins Mrs. Green, is smoke rising from her nostrils. Is pages 1 to 100 in your math book, all the fraction problems. We'd never have fractions, shouts Derek Bloom. Come up here, she beckons with her claw. Derek stands by her desk. This is a whole boy, she smirks. She takes a big bite. This is a half boy. Now you've had fraction. Doris Fuddle cracks her gum. Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing class, she smiles. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks his head in. Keep up the good work, he nods and closes the door. I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call the roll, cackles Mrs. Green. Freddie Jones is absent, Derek Bloom is half here, Eric Porter is here and there, and Doris Fuddle is digesting. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green, wiggling her fingers at him. Abracadabra kazam! That's tough to spell, says Randy. Suddenly, there's a flash of light, a puff of smoke, and Randy's a frog. Penny Weber raises her hand. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong? asks Miss Green. I have a huge headache, said Penny. Mrs. Green wriggles her fingers. There's another flash of light, and Penny's head is the size of the pin. Better? asked Mrs. Green. Now it's nap time. Everyone who still has one, put your head on the desk. I hope I make it to recess. Sweet dreams, she cackles as I close my eyes. Ring! Suddenly, the bell rings. I wake up. There's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. She has real skin and no tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher. She smiles. I jump out of my chair, run up, and hug her. Well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am. The end. I hope that you guys like this book because my kids really love this book. We really enjoy reading this. And if you guys have another book that you want me to read, just comment in the comment section and I try to read it for you guys. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys! For today's book, we are going to read You Are My I Love You by Mary Ann Cossimano, Love, and Satomi Ichikawa. This is a super beautiful book. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. You Are My I Love You by Mary Ann Cossimano, Love, and Satomi Ichikawa. As you can see, this is one of our favorite books and I gave it to my kids a while ago. I am your parent, you are my child. I am your quiet place, you are my wild. I am your calm face, you are my giggle. I am your wake, you are my wiggle. I am your carriage ride, you are my king. I am your push, you are my swing. I am your audience, you are my clown. I am your London Bridge, you are my falling down. I am your carrot sticks, you are my licorice. I am your dandelion, you are my first wish. I am your water wings, you are my deep. I am your open arms, you are my running leap. I am your way home, you are my new path. I am your dry towel, you are my wet bath. I am your dinner, you are my chocolate cake. I am your bedtime, you are my wide awake. I am your finish line, you are my race. I am your praying hands, you are my saying grace. I am your favorite book, you are my new lines. I am your nightlight, you are my star shine. I am your lullaby, you are my peekaboo. I am your goodnight kiss, you are my I love you. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section. I will try to read it. Thank you guys for listening and watching. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys! For today's book, we are going to read Baniru, I Love You by Melissa Marr, illustrated by Tegan White. If you have this book, grab it and let's read together. Baniru I Love You by Melissa Marr, illustrated by Tegan White. When I met you, you were small and trembling, and I thought you might be a little bunny. I held you so close so you were warm. When I tried to put you down, you kicked and squirmed, and I thought you might be a lost kangaroo. I tucked you in my pouch so you would feel safe. Then one day, you lifted your head and looked around, and I thought you might be a curious lizard. I brought you to the nice, warm patch of sunlight so you could see the world. Then you opened your mouth and howled, and I thought you might be a lonely wolf. I ran to my house and made you a cozy den so you had a home. Then you whimpered and mowed, and I thought you might be a thirsty kitten. I offered you some milk so you would not be hungry. Then you yawned and puffed, and I thought you might be a tired piggy. I gave you a bath so you would be calm. Then you smiled and I knew you are not a bunny-roo, you're not a lizard or a wolf or a kitten or a piggy. You are my baby. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if there's any book that you guys want me to read, just leave it in the comment section and I will try to read it for you. See you next time, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys, for today's book, we are going to read Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney, illustrated by Anita Duram. This is one of my kids' favorite book and my book dedicated to my younger sister. If you have this book, grab it and let's read together. Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney and illustrated by Anita Duram. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. And I'll love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, as he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hair. That is very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hair settled Little Nut Brown Hair into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have more books that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it for you next time. Thank you for listening and watching. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we are going to read You're All My Favorite from Sam McBratney and illustrated by Anita Joram. If you have this book, grab it and sit down with me. Let's start reading. This book is dedicated to my two kids, Ethan and Nini. Let's start reading You're All My Favorites from Sam McBratney, illustrated by Anita Joram. Once upon a time, there was a mother bear, a father bear, and 3 little bears. A first baby bear, a second baby bear, and a third baby bear. Whoever tucked them in at night always said the same thing to them. You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world. One night, after Mommy Bear had tucked them in, and after she had said, You are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world, the baby bears began to wonder. But how do you know? They asked their mommy bear. How do you know we are the most wonderful baby bears in the whole wide world? Because your daddy told me, said Mommy Bear. When your daddy saw you on the night you were born, he said, and I remember it very well, he said, those are the nicest baby bears I have ever seen. They are the nicest baby bears anyone has ever seen. That was a good answer. The 3 baby bears snuggled down as content as could be. But one day, the first baby bear began to think. He wondered if the 2 other bears were nicer than he was. They had patches after all, and he did not. Maybe his mommy really liked patches. And the second baby bear began to wonder. Maybe Daddy loves the other 2 more than me, she thought. They were boy bears after all, and she was not. And the third baby bear began to worry. I'm only the littlest, he thought. Everybody's bigger than me. So that night, the 3 baby bears asked their daddy bear, which one of us do you like most? Who is your favorite? We can all be the best. Yes, you can, said Daddy Bear. I know you can because I heard your mommy say so. When she saw you and the daddy bear picked up the first baby bear to give him a cuddle. That is the most perfect first baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even with no patches? Patches don't matter at all, replied his daddy as he tucked him in. And when your mommy saw you, Daddy Bear picked up the second baby bear. She said, "That is the most perfect second baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even if I'm not a boy, girl or boy, it makes no difference," said her daddy, and he hugged her tight. And when your mommy saw you, Daddy Bear lifted the last baby bear into his arms. She said, "That is the most perfect third baby bear that anyone has ever seen. Even if I'm the littlest, bigly or little, we love you just the same." So there, 3 favorites. You're all my favorites. And the best baby bears in the whole wide world went to sleep as happily as could be, because that was a good answer too. The end. I hope that you kids absolutely love this book. If you guys have a book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. Thank you for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, we are going to read another Pete the Cat from James Dean and the Surprise Teacher. I hope that you like this, and if you have a copy of this book, grab it and let's start reading. Pete the Cat and the Surprise Teacher by James Dean. Pete is ready for school. "Where is Mom?" Pete asked. "She has a surprise for you," says Pete's dad. Pete goes to school. His mom is there. What a surprise! "Hi class, I am Mrs. Cat," says Pete's mom. "I am the substitute teacher." "I will need your help today," says Pete's mom. "What do we do first?" "Art," says Pete. "Yeah," says the class. The class lined up. Pete's mom leads the line. "Is this art?" asked Pete's mom. Boing! "This is not art. This is gym. Stay and play," says the gym teacher. The class plays. "Gym is fun with more kids," says Pete. Gym is over. Pete's mom takes the class to art. I don't think they're going to art. "La la 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 la. This is not art. This is music. Stay and sing," says the music teacher. The class sings. "We are louder with more kids," says Pete. Rumble! Pete is hungry. Time for lunch. "This is not the lunchroom. This is the playground. Let's have a picnic," says Pete. "Now it is time for art," says Pete's mom. Everyone cheers. Pete leads the class. Is this art? Asked Pete's mom. It is. Lots of kids are making art. Oh no, says the art teacher. It is too late to join us. The day is almost over. The class goes to their classroom. I know, says Pete. Let's make art here, he says. Okay, says Pete's mom. Pete calls a huddle. Whisper, whisper. The class plans a surprise. Pete draws. Callie makes paper cuts. Everyone helps. Thank you, Mrs. Scott. Aww. Surprise, says Pete. The class made art for Pete's mom. Thank you, Mrs. Scott, says the class. We had a great day with you. Sometimes a different day is an awesome day. The end. I hope that you guys like this book and tune in for more Pete's the Cat book because I will read more of Pete's the Cat book in the future. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, I am going to read another Pete's the Cat series book. It is called Trip to the Supermarket by Kimberly and James Dean. If you have this copy, grab it and let's start reading Pete's the Cat Trip to the Supermarket by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete and Bob are hungry after a big day of fun at the park. Dad, can we have a snack? Bob asked. Dad checks the fridge. Dad checks the pantry. Dad checks the secret snack nook. We need to buy groceries, says Dad. Dad starts to make a list. We need milk and eggs and fish and chicken. I want raspberries, says Bob. I want apples, says Pete. Pete, Bob, and Dad make a long list and take it to the supermarket. Oh no! The wind blows the list out of Dad's hands. It's cool, says Pete. I remember the list. I do too, says Bob. First, they stop in aisle 10. The sign says dairy. We need milk, says Pete, and cheese, says Bob, the stinky kind. Next, they go to the aisle 9. Yum, says Dad. I love bacon. Don't forget the chicken, says Pete. They almost pass aisle 8 when Pete remembers eggs. Regular or jumbo? Asked Pete. Jumbo, said Dad. Groovy, says Pete. Bob can pick between spaghetti and macaroni in aisle 7. How about bow ties? Asked Dad. Awesome, says Bob. Aisle 6 smells fruity. Remember the apples? Says Pete. Remember the raspberry? Says Bob. In aisle 5, Dad tastes the hot dog. Yummy! In aisle 4, Pete tastes the cupcake. Sweet! Dad lets Pete and Bob choose a treat in aisle 3. Pete picks crackers shaped like fish. Bob picks popcorn. Brrr! It's cold in aisle 2. Dad puts mango popsicles in the cart. Aisle 1 has sunflower, tulips, and blue daisies. Pete and Bob pick tulips for Grandma. She'll love them, says Dad. I think we got everything except the fish, says Dad, but their car is packed with yummy treats. Next time. The end. I hope that you guys like this book and tune in for more Pete's the Cat as I'm going to read more in the future. Thank you guys for listening and watching. See you next time.
For watching, don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids, for today's book we are going to read When I'm Feeling Angry by Trace Moroney. This is a very nice book, and if you guys have this, grab it and let's start reading. When I'm Feeling Angry by Trace Moroney. When I'm feeling angry, I feel like there is a boiling hot volcano in my tummy that is about to explode. When I'm feeling angry, I want to kick and scream and stomp and stomp, stomp my feet so hard that the whole world shakes. I want to run and never stop. Everyone gets angry sometimes. Some things just make me so mad, like when someone makes fun of me, or when someone ruins my sandcastle, or when I get blamed for something I didn't do. Feeling angry isn't wrong, but letting my anger hurt someone else is. When I'm feeling angry, I try to remember to do the things that make me feel better, like taking great big breaths in and out, or going to my favorite quiet place. Talking about why I'm feeling angry with someone who cares about me can help make some of the anger go away. And sometimes I got so angry that I forgot what it was that made me angry in the first place, and that makes me laugh. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have more books that you think that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I try to read it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids, for today's book we are going to read I've Lost My Cat by Pilif Beha. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. I've Lost My Cat by Pilif Beha. Oh no, I've lost my cat. He's round, he's cute, he's yellow, black and white. His name is Grayling and is nowhere in sight. I found your cat, all yellow, black and white. He was lost and crying in fright. That's not my cat, that's a leopard. But thanks, he can stay in my backyard. Here's your cat, all round and cute. He was wandering around and about. That's not my cat, that's a pig. But thanks, he can stay in my house. I brought you your cat, all gray and round. He was sleeping in the balcony. That's not my cat, that's an elephant. But thanks, he can stay with me. I've got your cat, all yellow and black. He was hopping on the sidewalk. That's not my cat, that's a canary. But thanks, I've got a place where he can sing and squawk. As soon as I called grayling, your cat followed me all the way home. That's not my cat, that's a sheep. But thanks, I've got a place where he can roam. I brought back your cat, all white and black. He was waddling about. That's not my cat, that's a penguin. But thanks, I'll find him a place to hang out. I've got your cat, all round, yellow and black. He wasn't far. That's not my cat, that's a fish. But thanks, he can swim in my pickle jar. Then today, I saw a yellow dog, a white mouse, a yellow, black and white beetle, and a black hen. I was also given a round gray hat and a yellow melon. After that, everything that was not my cat went to sleep without a peep. But I sat up in bed with worries in my head. Where was Grayling? Suddenly, from the top of my cupboard, a stirring, it was Grayling purring, and in one giant bound, he landed on my bed and was found. I found my cat, so round, so cute, so yellow, black and white. Now, my friends, it's time to sleep. Good night. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have more books that you think that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I try to read it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids, for today's book, we are going to read The Little Rabbit Waits for the Moon by Beth Chushan, illustrated by Stephanie Peel. If you have this book, grab it and let's sit and read together. Little Rabbit Waits for the Moon by Beth Chushan, illustrated by Stephanie Peel. Little Rabbit couldn't sleep. In the day, the sun is there, warm and bright. But when night comes, the sky hangs low, dark and empty. If I fall asleep now, there'll be no one watching over me, thought little rabbit. I'll just have to wait for the moon. And so he did just that. The trouble with being so tired and sleepy was that he didn't know exactly when the moon would come. Little Rabbit waited and waited. More time passed and the moon still hadn't come. He thought he had better ask someone how much longer he might have to wait. This is my first day ever, said a small flower in the fields. Maybe I will have grown into a tree by the time your moon comes. That sounded like a very long time. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. Look deep into the water, shimmered a little lake nearby. Maybe your moon has fallen in and can't get out. That didn't sound like what he wanted to hear. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. Why don't you walk with me, twisted and long and winding path? We can find out where I'm leading and maybe your moon is in the other. That sounded like it might be a long way away. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. I've just blown into this part's breeze a wind that had picked up. Who knows? I might be a big first storm by the time your moon comes. That didn't sound like something he wanted to wait for. Little Rabbit thought he had better ask someone else, just to be sure. "We can't see your moon yet," rumbled the great rolling hills. "And we can't see far into the distance from up here." That didn't sound very promising. Little Rabbit began to think that the moon might not never come, and he was getting very, very tired. And then, from behind the hills, carried by the wind along the twist of the path, reflected in a lake and shining on the petals of the small flower, the most perfect moon is slid into the night sky. But little Rabbit had fallen asleep, dreaming of the moon that would watch over him through the night. The end. I hope that you guys like this book. As you guys can see, my kids really love it. And if you guys have any book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
One day, a little boy of 10 years old held a dollar coin in his hand and asked one of the shop owners along the street, "Excuse me, do you sell God?" The storekeeper thought it could be a prank, so he answered no and drove the boy out of the store. Throughout the day, the little boy went in and out of countless stores asking to buy God. Day turned to night, and the stubborn little boy walked into the 69th store of the day and asked the storekeeper, "Excuse me, sir, do you sell God here?" The owner, who was a 60-year-old grandpa with silver hair and kind eyes, smiled and asked the little boy, "Tell me, child, why do you want to buy God?" For the first time, the boy heard someone responding to his question. The little boy shed tears and replied excitedly. He told the storekeeper that when his parents died, when he was still a toddler, his uncle took him in and raised him. However, not too long ago, his uncle fell off a scaffolding at a construction site where he is working. He is now unconscious at the hospital and not sure when will he wake up. The doctor told him that only God can save his uncle. The little boy thought that God must be a wonderful thing. The little boy said innocently, "If I buy God and let my uncle eat, his injuries will heal." After listening to the boy's narrative, the storekeeper's eyes looked teary and asked, "How much do you have?" $1, replied the child. "Child, God's price is exactly $1, said the storekeeper. The storekeeper took the coin from the little boy and took a bottle of God's kiss from the shelf. He said to the little boy, "Take it, boy. Your uncle drinks this bottle of God and he will get well soon." The little boy was overjoyed. Holding the drink tightly in his arms, he ran quickly to the hospital. As soon as he entered the ward, he shouted happily to his uncle, "Uncle, I bought God back and you will get well soon." The next day, a medical team consisting of the world's top medical experts took a special plane to the small city and went straight to the hospital where the little boy's uncle was. They did a thorough examination of his uncle's injuries. Soon, the little boy's uncle was cured. When the little boy's uncle was discharged from the hospital, he almost passed out when he saw the medical bill. However, the hospital quickly told him that it's all paid up by an old elderly rich man. They also told him that it was the rich elderly man that brought the joint medical experts over to treat him from the injuries. Later, the little boy's uncle found out that the old storekeeper was a billionaire that gives his nephew a God's kiss. The little boy's uncle got excited. He immediately went to the grocery store with the little boy to thank the storekeeper. When they got to the store, the clerk told them that his boss has already left for a holiday. The clerk also told them that they don't need to worry about the medical expenses and handed him a letter written by the billionaire to the little boy's uncle. The little boy's uncle turned open the letter and read, "Young man, you don't need to thank me. All the expenses have been paid by your nephew. I wanted to tell you that you are a lucky man to have such a good nephew. To save you, he brought $1 and went into every store he sees to buy God. Thank God he was the person that saved you."
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys, for today's book we are going to read If You Hold My Hand, written by Jillian Harker, illustrated by Andy Everett Stewart. This is a very nice book and I love to read this to my kids when they were little. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. If You Hold My Hand, written by Jillian Harker, illustrated by Andy Everett Stewart. Oki's mom opened the front door. "Come on, Oki, let's go outside and explore." But Oki wasn't really sure. He was only small and the world looked big and scary. "Only if you promise to hold my hand," said Oki. So Oki's mom led him down the long lane. August wished he was back home again. "This looks like a great place to play. Shall we take a look? What do you say?" asked Oki's mom. "Only if you hold my hand," said Oki. And Oki did it. "Look at me, I can do it," he cried. "This slide looks like fun. Would you like to try?" asked Oki's mom. Oki looked at the ladder. It stretched right up to the sky. "I'm only small," said Oki. "I don't know if I can climb that high. Unless you hold my hand." And Oki did it. "Whee! Did you see me?" he cried. "We'll take a shortcut through the woods," said Oki's mom. "I'm not sure if we should," said Oki. "It looks dark in there." "Well, I suppose we could. Will you hold my hand?" And Oki did it. "Boo! I scared you," he cried. Deep in the woods, Oki found a stream shaded by beautiful tall trees. "Stepping stones, look," said Oki's mom. "Do you think you can jump across this?" "Maybe," said Oki. "I just need you to hold my hand, please." And Oki did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn now, Mom, cried Oki, holding out his hand. Beyond the woods, Oki and his mom ran up the hill and all the way down to the ocean. Come on, Oki, called his mom. Would you like to paddle in the sea with me? But the ocean looked big and it was only small. Suddenly, Oki knew that didn't matter at all. He turned to his mom and smiled. I can do anything if you hold my hand, he said. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we are going to read Who Are You? By John Shindle and illustrated by James Watts. If you guys have this book, grab it and read with me. Who Are You? By John Shindle, illustrated by James Watts. May I come to your party tonight? Asked Brown Bear. No, said his parents. You are too small. I will stand on a chair the whole time, said Brown Bear. Then I will not be so small. Standing on a chair might make you taller, said his mother, but you are still too little. I will stand on a chair with pillows stuffed under my shirt, said Brown Bear. Then I will be taller and bigger. Pillows might make you bigger, said his father, but you are still too young. That is why you cannot come. I will stand on a chair with pillows under my shirt and hold up a sign that says, I am 200 years old, said Brown Bear. Then I would be taller and bigger and older than everyone. No, Brown Bear, replied his parents. Tonight's party is only for grown-ups. After the grown-ups had arrived, Brown Bear hid in a hall closet and carefully watched what they did. Then he quietly crept closer and listened from behind a chair. Being a grown-up seems easy, he thought. Then Brown Bear had an idea. He tiptoed into his parents' bedroom. First, he put on his father's emerald green tuxedo. It was too big, but Brown Bear did not mind. It made him feel grown up. Then he tied a pink scarf around his neck. It was too long, but Brown Bear did not mind. It made him feel important. But something is missing, he thought, because I still look like me. He cut out a paper mustache. It was lopsided, but Brown Bear did not mind. It made him feel wise. Then he tried on his mother's straw hat, but its flowers made Brown Bear feel silly. Next, he tried on a sombrero, but it was too fluffy and round. Then he put on a shiny top hat, which made him feel taller and bigger and older, just as he knew he should be. Brown Bear was pleased with his disguise. If I can tell that I am me, thought Brown Bear, then nobody can. So nobody will know it's me. He sneaked out the back door, hurried around the house, and knocked loudly on the front door. Brown Bear's father opened the door. How are you, Mr. Bear? Asked Brown Bear in a deep, muffled voice. Fine, thank you, replied Mr. Bear. But who are you? At first, Brown Bear did not know what to say or who he should be, and he was scared. I am Brown Bear Doctor, he said, and then he quickly said, Doctor once again. Poor Brown Bear, he was very confused, but he tried again. I am Brown Bear's doctor, doctor, doctor. I fix Brown Bear when he is sick. Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Doctor Doctor, said Mr. Bear. May I take your hat? Why do you want my hat? Asked Brown Bear. Don't you have any hats? Yes, of course I do, replied Mr. Bear. I even have one just like yours. Then you don't need mine, said Brown Bear, and with that, he shuffled inside, coattails and pant legs sweeping the floor behind him. Brown Bear mixed and mingled among the guests, but no one seemed to notice him. He nibbled mysterious vegetables and gooey cheeses. One tasted worse than another. And when Brown Bear reached for the punch, his sleeve swished into the flower vase and toppled it over. Then one of the guests told a funny story. Everyone burst laughing, except Brown Bear. He didn't understand it at all. I wish I was playing with my Space Bear game or watching TV, he muttered. Hello, sir, said his mother. Are you having a good time? No, said Brown Bear. I am not. Would you like to dance with me? Asked his mother. Yes, said Brown Bear, I would. Brown Bear's mother picked him up. They swirled and twirled around the room. Now I'm having fun, said Brown Bear, but it ended all too soon. Everyone applauded. Brown Bear took a bow. I have had a very nice dance, said Brown Bear's mother, but it's nearly time for bed. It's too early for you to go to bed, said Brown Bear. Yes, replied Miss Bear. It is too early for me, but not for my Brown Bear. Brown Bear is good, said Brown Bear. He must be in his pajamas by now. I should go then and tell him a story, said his mother. He likes bedtime stories, you know. Oh, so do I, said Brown Bear. I will go and tell him one for you. Thank you, said Miss Bear. That is very kind. Now I can stay at the party. Brown Bear filled his hat with chocolate chip cookies in case he got hungry during the night. Good night, said Miss Bear. I hope you will come again. Brown Bear felt very proud and hurried off to bed. I acted grown up, thought Brown Bear. Even I'm not old or big or tall. But being grown up wasn't much fun. It's more fun being me. And if you guys want me to read another book, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys, let's read another Pete the Cat series. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Pete the Kitty Goes to the Doctor by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the Kitty wakes up. It is time to go to school. Pete stretches his arms. He stretches his legs. Ouch! Pete's belly hurts. Pete calls his dad. My belly doesn't feel groovy, he says. Pete's dad feels his head. You do not have a fever, Dad says. You just need some rest. Dad tucks Pete back into his bed. Dad kisses Pete's head. Pete pulls up his covers. He thinks he will have a cool day at home. Pete starts to play with his trains. Then Pete starts to paint a picture. It is time to get dressed, Dad says. It is time to go to the doctor. Pete does not want to go to the doctor. Pete is scared of the doctor. Dad says, the doctor is cool. She is not scary. Dad takes Pete to the doctor's office. They wait their turn. The waiting room is fun. Pete gets to play with lots of far-out toys. The nurse comes for Pete. She takes him to another room. The nurse checks for fever. The doctor comes in. She checks Peter's ears. She checks Peter's eyes. The doctor feels Pete's belly. She listens to Pete's heart. The doctor even lets Pete listen to her heart. Don't worry, the doctor says. It is just a belly ache. The doctor gives Pete a cold sticker. She tells Pete to rest. Dad takes Pete home. Dad lets Pete rest in bed. Pete will feel better soon. Dad was right. The doctor was not scary. She was nice. Pete feels better. Soon, he will be back to his groovy self again. The end. I hope that you guys like this book. And if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. Thank you guys and see you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, we are going to read another Pete the Cat by James Dean. So, if you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Pete the Cat is Snow Days by James Dean. Pete the Cat wakes up and gets ready for school. He has show and tell today. There is no school today, says Pete's mom. It's a snow day. Hooray! Yells Pete. Let's go sledding, says Pete. Great idea, says his brother Bob. Pete puts on his hat, boots and mittens. I'm ready to go, he says. On the way, Pete makes snowballs. He throws one at Bob. Bob throws one back. Pete makes a snowcat. Snow days are way more fun than school days, he says. Sledding Hill, here we come, says Pete. He can't wait to get there. Pete waves to Collie. Come sledding with us, he says. The hill is big. Trey and Emma look small at the top. Crunch, crunch goes the snow as Pete, Bob, and Collie go up, up, up. Whee! They yell as they go down, down, down. I love snow days, says Pete. On the way home, Pete and Bob stop at Trey's house. The hot chocolate is yummy. What a fun day, says Pete. Tomorrow at the school, I'll tell my class all about it. Pete wakes up to more snow. It's not a school day. It's another snow day. Pete makes a snow fort. He throws snowballs. He makes a snow dog. Then he has fun sledding. He can't wait to tell his teacher all about it. But the next day is a snow day too. There's too much snow. Pete and Bob can barely even open the front door. Before you go sledding, please shovel the walk, says Mom. But shoveling is hard work. When Pete is done, he's too tired to go sledding. Pete misses his teacher. He misses the other cats in his class. Pete can't wait to go back to school tomorrow. But when Pete wakes up, it is snowing. Oh no, he says, not another snow day. Pete wants to go to school, so Pete plows the streets all by himself. The other cats rush outside. They help clear the snow. Everyone wants to go to school. The streets are clear and safe. The bus can drive. School is open. All the kids are excited to see their teacher. He has a snow day show and tell. When it's Pete's turn, he tells everyone about the fun he had in the snow. I love snow days, says Pete, but I love school best. The end. I hope that you guys like this Pete the Cat series, and if you want more, tune in and subscribe to my channel and I will read more of this series. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, we are going to read That Yucky Love Thing by Michael Catchpole and Victoria Ball. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. That Yucky Love Thing by Michael Catchpole and Victoria Ball. Sam was fed up. There was too much of that yucky love thing around for his liking. Wherever he turned, it was there. His mom and his dad were always hugging, yuck, and kissing, yuck. His grandparents were even worse, double yuck. His sister was no better. She was always holding hands with her boyfriend Wayne, or Scott, or Matthew. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Or listening to songs about love, or sighing about it, or giggling about it. Sometimes she even cried about it with her friend Emily. Double yuck. Sam had had enough. He needed to escape. That yucky love thing, it's not for me, he said. So he got on his bike and rode away. He pedaled and pedaled until he came to deep dark jungle. But that was no better. It was even worse. The monkeys swung through the trees arm in arm. Yuck! The elephants gave each other long wet kisses with their long wet trunks. Yuck! All the bears spent all day hugging. Double yuck! I can't stand it. This yucky love thing is not for me, Sam told the tiger as he got on his bike and rode away. Sam went to the bottom of the sea in a submarine he borrowed from an old sailor who was practicing his trumpet. But that was no better. It was worse. The dolphins blow heart-shaped bubbles at each other. Yuck! The big blue whales gave each other big blue kisses with their big blue lips, and there's nothing quite as big as a big blue whale kiss. Yuck! Even the crabs spent all day holding claws. Double yuck! I can't stand it, says Sam. I must get away. This yucky love thing, it's not for me. So Sam went to the moon in a rocket of his own design. But that was no better. It was worse, much worse. Down in the craters behind the moon rocks, the moon aliens were all holding hands. And they had a lot of hands. Yuck! And kissing. They had a lot of lips too. Yuck, 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 yuck. I can't stand it, said Sam. This yucky love thing is not for me. There must be somewhere else I can go. Sam got into a boat and set sail. He found himself on a tiny island all alone. He sat under a palm tree in the shade. That's better, he said. Now I'm all alone. There won't be any more of that yucky love thing. Sam gathered shells on his own. He lined them up on the sand and watched the sea wash all around them. Sam scrambled over the slippery rocks and popped seaweed on his own. He even jumped over the waves all by himself, his toes sinking in a wet sand. That's better, he said quietly. But there was no one there to hear him. So Sam watched the sun go down on his island all by himself. When the sun rose, a big shadow appeared. Someone was standing over him. Who are you? Asked Sam. And what are you doing on my island? I'm Samantha, and this is my island. No, it's not. It's mine, said Sam. I've come here to get away from all that yucky love thing. So have I, laughed Samantha. It's yucky, isn't it? Double yucky, said Sam. There's too much of it for my liking. And mine, said Samantha. So, Sam and Samantha spent all day getting right away from it. They collected shells together. They jumped over waves. They even clambered over the slippery rocks until Sam slipped and tripped and fell. Got you, said Samantha, catching him by the hand. Thank you, said Sam. You're welcome, replied Samantha, and she gave his hand a little squeeze. Then Sam and Samantha held hands all the way along the beach. Yuck, said Sam. Double yuck, laughed Samantha. The end. I hope that you guys like this book, and if you have another book that you want me to read, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try to read it. See you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching and listening.
Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys, I'm coming back with another Dr. Seuss book written by Theo Liseg, illustrated by Roy McKee, titled 10 Apples Up on Top. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. 10 Apples Up on Top by Dr. Seuss, written by Theo Liseg, illustrated by Roy McKee. 1 apple up on top. 2 apples up on top. Look, you, I can do it too. Look, see, I can do 3. You can do 3, but I can do more. You have 3, but I have 4. Look, see now, I can hop with 4 apples up on top. And I can hop up on a tree with 4 apples up on me. Look here, you two. See here, you two. I can get 5 on top. Can you? I am so good, I will not stop. 5, now 6, now 7 on top. 7 apples up on top. I am so good, they will not drop. 5, 6, 7, fun, fun, fun. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But see, we are as good as you. Look, now we have 7 too. And now, see here, 8, 8 on top. 8 apples up. Not one will drop. But I can do 9 and hop and drink. You cannot do this, I think. 9 is very good, but then, come on and we'll make it 10. Look, 10 apples up on top. We are not going to let it drop. The end. I hope that you guys like it and tune in for another Dr. Seuss book or any other book. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For today's book, we are going to read Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Eric Carle and Bill Martin Jr. If you guys have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Eric Carle and Bill Martin Jr. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see a children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. The end. I hope that you guys like it and tune in for more books. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Alright kids, for today's book we are going to read Dr. Seuss book by Bright and Early Board Books. Oh, the things you can think. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Oh, the things you can think by Dr. Seuss. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think up a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think of if only you try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about slope, 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 beautiful slope, beautiful slope with a cherry on top. You can think about night, a night in Nanup. The birds are asleep and the 3 moons are up. You can think about day, a day in the lake. The water is blue and the birds are awake. Think, think and wonder, wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephants drink? You can wonder, how long is the tail of a zong? Think of light, think of bright, think of stairs in the night. Think, think a ship, think a long trip. Go visit the viper of Vip. Think left and think right, and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. The end. I hope that you guys like this Dr. Seuss book because I have more to read. So tune in and thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi guys. For our book for today, we are going to read 'Cause I Love You by John Carr, illustrated by Daniel Howard. If you guys have this book, grab it and let's start reading. 'Cause I Love You by John Carr, illustrated by Daniel Howard. You are my little bundle bear. Snap up, wrap up, woolly wear. We go here, there, everywhere, 'cause I love you. You're my rum-tum rat-a-tat. Big bass drum, march this way, that. I step, high step, scurry scott, 'cause you have to. You're my keen eye, keeping track. 1 or 2 bucks, put 1 back. Scribble, nibble, sneak a snack, all we go. You're my fearless, high oh my. Deep toes, touch the sky. Legs pump harder, watch you fly. Up to the blue. You're my rough and ready guy. Tip, tap, tumble, don't you cry. Kiss the merry eyes goodbye. See, good as new. You're my hungry, home we go. Tag, you're it. Run high, run low. Race you, chase you to, and pro the avenue. You're my rockin' stockin' tat. What's to eat? Pick in a pot. Lick the ladle, miss a spot. Yep, all for you. You're my gulp and goggle up. Yum, yum, tummy is steamy sup. Clean the plate and drain the cup till you're all through. You are my slippery, soapy cub, both a bobbing in the tub. Aye, aye, Captain, scrub-a-dub as you shampoo. You're my gun to sleepy head, kiss goodnight and books all read. Muzzle nuzzle is snug in bed, 'cause I love you. The end. I hope that you guys like this book and tune in for more books. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids. For today's book, we are going to read From Head to Toe from Eric Carle. If you guys have this book, grab it and let's start reading. I am a penguin and I turn my head. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a giraffe and I bend my neck. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a buffalo and I raise my shoulders. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a monkey and I wave my arms. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a seal and I clap my hands. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a gorilla and I thump my chest. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a crocodile and I wiggle my hips. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a camel and I bend my knees. Can you do it? I can do it. I am a donkey and I kick my legs. Can you do it? I can do it. I am an elephant and I stamp my foot. Can you do it? I can do it. I am I and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it? I can do it. I can do it. The end. I hope that you guys like it and tune in for more books. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids. For today's book, we are going to read Beat the Cat Too Cool for School by Kimberly and James Dean. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Beat the Cat Too Cool for School by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete wants to look cool. He asks everyone, "What should I wear?" "Wear your yellow shirt," his mom says. "It is my favorite." So Pete does. "Wear your red shirt," Pete's friend Marty says. It is my favorite. So Pete does. Wear your blue shirt. Pete's brother Bob says. It is my favorite. So Pete does. Wear your long pants. Pete's teacher says. They are my favorite. So Pete does. Wear the shorts with the fish. Pete's friend Callie says. They are my favorite. So Pete does. Wear the polka dot socks. The bus driver says. They are my favorite. So Pete does. Wear the cowboy boots. Grumpy Toad says. They are my favorite. So Pete does. Wear the tie with the stripes. Emma says. It is my favorite. So Pete does. Wear your baseball hat. His coach says. It is my favorite. So Pete does. Pete puts on all the clothes. Does he look cool? No, Pete looks silly. He also feels very hot. Pete goes home. He changes his clothes. Pete puts on his favorite shirt. Pete puts on his favorite pants. Pete puts on his favorite socks. Pete puts on his favorite shoes. Pete puts on his sunglasses. Pete says, "Now I am cool." If you want to be cool, just be you. The end. I hope that you guys like it and tune in for more books. And see you guys next time. Thank you for watching and listening.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids, for today's book we are going to read Make a Wish, Honey Bear by Marcus Pfister from North South Books. If you guys have this book, grab it and let's start reading. Honey Bear sat on the rock by the river and stared into the water. It was his birthday, but Honey Bear was feeling sad. Only his mother had wished him a happy birthday this morning. Everyone else has disappeared without a trace. Had they forgotten? Suddenly, he heard his mother call, "Come here, little birthday bear." He headed towards her, then he stopped on his tracks. Surprise! There in the clearing stood his father, his grandmother and grandfather, his sister and his brother, his cousin and his best friend. His mother gave him a big hug. Then she brought out a beautiful birthday cake and everyone sang happy birthday. "Blow out the candles, Honey Bear," said Mother, "and don't forget to make a wish." "What will you wish for?" asked his little sister. "What should I wish for?" thought little bear. "Wish for all the luck in the world," said Mother softly. "Wish for many good friends," said his brother, giving Honey Bear a friendly slap on the back. "Wish for sunshine every day, wherever you go," said his cousin. "Wish for a big salmon the next time we go fishing," said his father. throwing Honey Bear up in the air. Wish for lots of time to play, especially with me, said his sister shyly. Wish for a thick coat so that you won't get hurt when we wrestle, said his best friend as he snuck up behind him, laughing. Wish for a sharp nose so you'll be able to smell delicious things from far away, said his grandmother, and she gave him a big kiss on the cheek. Wish for a long, undisturbed winter's sleep, said grandfather, yawning. Mother carefully set the cake down on a tree stump. Honey Bear closed his eyes, took a big breath, made a wish, and blew out all the candles. What did Honey Bear wish for? Did he wish for all the luck in the world? Did he wish for many good friends? Did he wish for sunshine wherever he went? Did he wish for a big salmon? Did he wish for lots of time to play? Did he wish for a thick coat? Or did he wish for a sharp nose? Or did he wish for a long winter's sleep? No, Honey Bear wished that all his birthdays could be happy as this one. The end. I hope that you guys like this book and tune in for more book, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you guys for watching and listening. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Read aloud with me. Bedtime story.
Hi kids! For today's book, we are going to read A Fly Went by Mike McClintock, illustrated by Fritz Seibel. If you have this book, grab it and let's start reading. I sat by the lake. I looked at the sky. And as I looked, a fly went by. A fly went by, he said, "Oh dear." I saw him shake. He shook with fear. And when I saw that fly go past, I asked him why he went so fast. I asked him why he shook with fear. I asked him why he said, "Oh dear." He said, "I must get out of here." The fly said, "Look, and you will see that frog. That frog is after me." The fly went past. The frog came fast. I asked the frog, I asked him, why? Why do you want to get that fly? The frog said, "Me? I want no fly, but I must hop, and this is why." "That cat," he said, "just look and see. That cat," he said, "is after me." Then he was gone with one big hop. The can ran up, and I said, "Stop! Now, stop, stop, stop." I told the cat, "Do not pick on the frog like that." The cat said, "Look, I want no frog. I have to get away from dog." So the fly ran away in the fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. One ran from the other ran too. From one who came after Now what could I do? Away past the lake went the fly and the frog. Away past the lake ran the cat and the dog. They went past the shed and they went up a hill. I ran and I said, I will stop them. I will. The fly doesn't know that the frog is not mad. The frog doesn't know that the cat is not bad. The cat runs in fear of the dog, I can tell. If I can stop him, then all will be all well. I ran a lot. I ran so fast. I came up to the dog at last. Now stop, I said. You are the one who did all this. Why do you run? Why do you want to bite that cat? Oh, you are bad to be like that. The dog said, no, that is not so. I want no cat. The cat can go. I do not want to bite the cat. I run to get away from that. That pig. That pig, he said, look back and see. She likes to bite me. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. The dog ran away in fear of the pig. My, she was mad, and was she big. I said to the pig, so you are the one in back all of this. Now, why do you run? Now, why should a pig bite a dog? I said. And why are you mad? Are you out of your head? The pig said, I am not out of my head. See what is after me. Look, she said. That cow will hit me, said the pig. Those things up on her head are big. So the pig ran past. She ran past fast. Then the cow ran up, and the little cow too. I said, now what got into you? Do not pick on the pig, you too. The cow said, pig? The pig can go. That is not why we ran. Oh no. But someone bad has made us run. He wants to kill my little one. I asked the cow, who wants to kill your little one? Why, no one will. The cow said, look, up on the hill. The fox is there. He comes to kill. The cow and the little cow ran past. All full of fear, they ran past fast. So the fly ran away in fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. The dog ran away from the pig, and now the pig ran away in fear of the cow. They came to the woods, and there was a tent, but they did not stop. In and out they all went. And last came the fox, so he was the one who made them all fear and made them all run. Yes, he was the one who was bad, I could tell. If I could stop him, then all would be well. I told the fox, oh, shame on you. Oh, shame, shame, shame for what you do. You want to kill the little cow? You stop, or I will whip you now. The fox said, now what did I do? Why do you say, "Oh, shame on you"? I tell you, I would never kill that little cow. I never will. The fox said, "This is why I ran. Back in the woods, I saw a man. I saw a man. He had a gun. He wants to get me. Let me run." So the fly ran away in the fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog and the pig and the cows, they all ran. And then came the fox, who ran from the man. They came to the house and went down the hall. And when they went out, there was a big wall. But that did not stop them. Oh no, not at all. They ran and they ran. They came to a town. They went up one way and then they went down. They went up one way and then down another. They ran and they ran, one after the other. They came to a bank, but they did not stop. They went in the bank with a jump and a hop. With a jump and a hop, they ran in and then they went out the back way and ran on again. I ran as fast as I could run. You are the one in back of this. You are the one who wants the fox. Put down your gun. Fox, fox, the man said. No, I saw no fox, but I must go. For you should see, yes, you should see, that thing that it now is after me. I did not see it, said the man. I took my gun and then I ran. For I could hear it bump and thump. It was so bad it made me jump. It was so bad it made me fear. It was so big. It was so near. It must be 10 feet tall, he said, and big and fat and bad and red. Why, it can bite and kick and kill. And it will do it. Yes, it will. I hear it now. Come on, I say, for I must run and get away. Bump, bump. The man ran past, fast, fast, fast. What did I hear? A bump and a thump. It was so bad it made me jump. I was about to run away, but then I saw the thing and say, it was not tall, it was not mud, it was not big, it was not bad. Was this the thing that made them run and made them fear? Was this the one? It was a little ship, so tame. It came to me and it was lame. I saw what made the bump and the thump. I saw the thing that made them jump. The ship said, look at this thin con. I cannot get it off. I ran. I ran for help. I saw a man. I went to him, but then he ran. Why did he run away from me? I just want help, as you can see. I said, I will get help for you, and I can help the others too. For now, I know just what to do. Oh man, I called, come back, come here. This is a sheep, so have no fear. The sheep wants help, for it is lame. Come back, come here. And then he came. And then the man took off the con. But still the others ran and ran. They didn't know about the con. I had to call so they would hear. I had to tell them not to fear. I had to tell them all was well. And so I gave a great big yell. Stop! I said to them all, you must not run away. No one is after you. No one, I say. You all ran away, and now I know why. I sat by the lake, and there came a fly. The fly ran away in fear of the frog, who ran from the cat, who ran from the dog. The dog ran away in fear of the pig, who ran from the cow. She was so big. The cow ran away from the fox, who ran as fast as he could in fear of the man. That man heard a thump, and away he ran. It was just a sheep with an old tin can. I looked at them all, and then I could tell they all had no fear, and now all was well. They all went away, they all waved goodbye. So I sat by the lake and looked at the sky. The end. I hope you guys like it. And tune in for more books from Dr. Seuss collection.